So I want to talk to you a little bit quickly. This is a day where I've got multiple topics in my head, so we're going to get a couple of them out there. I want to talk to you about the stock market. A lot of people are afraid of the stock market because it is scary. There is the capability of losing money. There is risk. There's nuance. You've got to know what's going on. It's not just as simple as I own a piece of a company. It's how does that value of that company get expressed in the market? What is the market? These are all different things that if you've ever taken an economics course, you know that there's a lot of stuff going on, especially if you live in and experience what a free market is like in our capitalist society. One of the things that I have learned more than anything being a part of the stock market over the last couple of years is that the news or the narrative influences the price of the stock more than anything else that I've seen. Now, granted, news is a signal to the market about what's going to happen to that stock. One of the things that we've all watched this last year is Elon Musk massaging the narrative, saying things on Twitter like, I think that Tesla is overpriced, when in reality, I think that the SEC has got it right. I think that there are a lot of things that he says and does in a direct effort to manage or manipulate the price of that stock. So let's talk about why my friend Tom is what's wrong with the stock market and why people are so afraid of it. Earlier today, Tom sends a message to our group that he's going to lose a lot of money in the stock market. So what is he doing? How is he losing that money? When you own a stock, right, the value of your stock, so I own Jim Vahrenkamp company, your value of your stock is what another person is willing to pay for it. What we report when we look at stock numbers is the most recent price that someone was willing to pay for that stock. Now you can go in, if you're using Robinhood, Webull, if you're using Merrill Lynch, any of those ones that have been around for a much longer time, you can go in and say, I want to put in an order for $110, or I want to put in an order for $90. You don't have to put it in at what the current price is. And what'll happen is when you find someone who's willing to sell to you for that price, it'll execute the sale, okay? What my friend Tom has been doing is even further beyond that, okay? So he's trading what are called options. Normal options are puts and calls. You're either looking to buy 100 shares or you're looking to sell 100 shares and you're looking to do that at a certain price. People will buy that contract and give you a premium for the right to execute that contract at the end of the week. Now, if the strike price doesn't match up with what you sold it on, you just get to keep the premium. Sweet deal, right? So I went and sold some puts this last week on Ford and on Wells Fargo. Those are going to clear. Neither are going to hit the strike price, and I'm going to collect that premium, okay? So for taking that risk, I'm going to collect the premium. But the thing that I want you to hear there is risk. So what my friend Tom is doing is he's selling credit spreads. You always have to put up collateral against this stuff, which means I've got 10,000 in collateral. That goes towards the puts and the calls that I sell. Tom's doing the same thing, except for he's doing something that's a lot more risky. Whereas if it executes on the strike price, he gets to keep the premium, but he loses the collateral, okay? So because the risk is higher, the reward is a lot higher. And over the last month and a half, 2 months, he's probably made $10,000 in the market. But that being said, every single week he risks whatever his collateral is. Could be $5,000, could be $10,000. So at any one moment, he could literally lose all the money that he's got up against those credit spreads for every single week. So in order for him to not lose all of his money, he needed AMD to stay, I think it was within 10 cents of the strike price. He needed to stay that up. We're not even at the end of the day yet. I don't know what's going to happen. He needed, well, I don't think it was Tesla this time. It was Apple. Apple was within 6 cents of the strike price, and then Alphabet was another one. So these were risks that he's taken. He's gotten a lot of money so far. He was able to sell a lot of those positions back early, which means that he got himself unwound out of those positions. He removed himself from that risk. But it's something, I want to continue to talk about on here. So Tom is a reason that the stock market sucks because people are afraid of risk. and they don't really understand it. And I think Tom understands it, and I think he's getting better at managing that risk and mitigating it and massaging some money out of the market. So when the rest of us are flat, right now, Tom's bringing home $5,000 a month. Probably something that you should learn about. We'll talk about it more over the next coming weeks. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.